Good evening. My name is Dan Brew, and my wife Melissa and I have been parishioners of St. Gabriel since 2003. We have a son in the 5th grade at St. Gabriel and a daughter who is a freshman at Lake Catholic. Why am I presenting to you this evening? I had the pleasure of having Deacon Bob as a religion teacher while at Lake Catholic, and have great memories of both retreats and meditation sessions with Deacon Bob. Currently, I am the athletic director at St. Gabriel, and while picking up some basketball uniforms to return to the church basement, I ran into Deacon Bob and was asked if I'd be willing to share to a small group during a prayer service. Little did I know that that small group would turn to this recorded video and share with our entire parish. I asked Deacon Bob if I could give it some thought and get back to him with an answer. Honestly, I knew next to nothing about the 99 series and was not sure if I was qualified to share. In between, I was at the Lake Catholic Gala, and Deacon Bob was being honored. A guest bid on and won naming rights to the Lake Catholic Gym for 1 year. That guest was kind enough to request the gym be named Gurgic Gym to honor Deacon Bob's positive impact on Lake Catholic. While still trying to figure out a way to somehow politely decline speaking tonight, I received an email from a fellow board member of the Philip DeVito Foundation, which honors a former classmate from Lake Catholic who passed away shortly after graduation. Deacon Bob, being a humble man, requests the gym not be named after him, but instead after Phil DeVito. I took this as a sign from above that I could not say no, and here I am speaking tonight. Ironically, tonight's topic is staying connected, which comes at a time when we are all being asked to stay physically disconnected. I am sure most families are much like mine. My wife and I divide and conquer as our kids are actively involved in both sports and school activities. Too often we eat meals at separate times. When we do finally sit down on the couch as a family, heads are buried in phones and tablets. Life has become too fast. Just as I believe Deacon Bob requesting Lake Catholic name the gym after my former classmate is a sign, I can't help but wonder if the challenges we face today are also a sign. Is God trying to tell us to slow down and not forget what is truly important in life? As a society, we have become more concerned about social media likes and followers. We put less emphasis on relationships with family and friends, and most importantly, with God. Social distancing has allowed my family to take a break from the stresses of everyday life and reconnect. We dusted off old board games, taught our kids how to play euchre, and reinstituted family game night. And this all happened with only 1 week of social distancing. I do not wish the coronavirus pandemic upon anyone, but there are lessons to be learned in everything we do. Just as I have used this as an opportunity to reconnect with my family, it can also be viewed as an opportunity to reconnect our relationship with God. I know personally, while viewing the Series 99 videos, I have paused and reflected on that relationship. I consider myself a typical parishioner who attends Mass, donates my time to help out with CYO athletics, volunteer at the parish festival, and simply try to be a good person. But my relationship with God is a work in process, and one that has evolved over time. Following God is a choice we can make each and every day. Last summer, while attending a CYO planning meeting, an article by Pope Francis entitled "Giving the Best of Yourself" was shared. This article relates sports to everyday life. I would highly encourage you to Google and read the article. I'm a big fan of sports and feel lessons can be taught throughout them. I would like to share an excerpt from that article with you tonight. As sportsmen, I invite you not only to play like you already do, but there is something more. Challenge yourself in the game of life like you are in the game of sports. Challenge yourself in the quest for good in both church and society, without fear, with courage and enthusiasm. Get involved with others and with God. Don't settle for a mediocre tie. Give it your best. Spend your life on what really matters and lasts forever. Last fall, we had a cookout to celebrate the start of the CYO fall sports season. Father Fred spoke to the boys and girls. He asked them to point to the school, then the rectory, and then the church. When it came time to point to the church, he corrected them and reminded us that it was not simply a building, but we as a community are in fact the church. We can all witness and see God in our everyday lives in the St. Gabriel community and beyond. Series 99 is based upon the parable of the lost sheep, We are all facing very challenging times. In our own way, we all may feel disconnected and at some point like the one lost sheep. However, we must realize that the other 99 sheep in the form of family, friends, and God are all there for us. The CDC and media refer to this time as social distancing. However, maybe it should be renamed to physical distancing. It is important that we remain in contact with one another socially through non-contact forms. Hopefully, when the coronavirus epidemic passes, we will all focus less on Facebook likes or Instagram followers and live as Pope Francis suggested, and spend your life on what really matters and lasts forever, which is our relationship with family and friends, and most importantly, with God. Stay connected during these unprecedented times by visiting the St. Gabriel website with links to daily masses and other resources, read the SMORE emails and social media updates, and simply be part of the 99 sheep looking to offer assistance to the one lost sheep in need. Thank you very much for your time, and have a great evening.